playing ball. I've been playing ball all my life.
Now, 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 you said 3 or 4. I need you to speak on the family. How the family doing?
Family doing lovely. Shout outs to my brother, Lil Pete.
Now, listen here, Pete. Listen here, Pete. Listen here, Pete. We're going to let this year go past. Your team that went past. Gabe might. We're going to talk about that later on.
What's up, Pete?
Pete, what's up, Pete? What's up, Pete? So, and the family, what's up? Baltimore say hi because we miss Fest. You know what I'm saying? Everybody miss Fest. Everybody want to know where he at. This, that, and the third. He look good. It look like he in shape. This, that, and the third. But we gonna get to it. Now, you ain't playing on other sports but basketball.
That's it, basketball.
Now let's talk about Oliver. Because me growing up, grew up northeast Baltimore, Leaf Walk, Chicken Pen. You know what I'm saying? And let me shout out Arnold Boy. He was out Jordan up there. However, only names we heard. Oh yeah, people. We got Pooh Bass in the house tonight. We got Rodney Bass in the house tonight. Only names we heard was Tim Lyles, Pooh Bass, Sean Johnson, LaFonte Johnson. Yeah, that's about it. Now, and we're gonna go to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So we're gonna see you down Island. And when I say this guy was a phenom. When I say the scoring, y'all talking about James Harden. The man had it since man got it out the womb. I'm gonna say that. Excuse me, mama, but man got it out the womb. You know what I'm saying? Like a straight bucket go getter. Let me ask you something, fam. If you could try to, I'm trying to take you all the way back to them Oliver days. Did you feel any type of pressure? You got the whole chip coming to your game. This is middle school. You got the people from down Madison coming to your games. You know what I'm saying? It was like you had you're in Poole, but y'all was rivals because he was Cecil and you were Oliver. But
wasn't no pressure.
Talk to him.
No pressure with the best coach. That's Bucky Lee.
Mm.
Down. The best coach, Bucky Lee. Hands down. There wasn't no pressure. It was a game to me, though. You feel what I'm saying? I played the sport. I was gifted with it. I played it. I like to play ball. I ain't see no pressure. I play and go back and enjoy my day.
Now listen here, fam. Because I know you're gonna talk to you modest now. You modest, you real modest now. Like you real. Now let me tell y'all a little something. Before we get to the 9th grade, because he went to Dunbar. He's a poet. And not only was he a poet, he started as a freshman down Dunbar.
Yeah.
It was only one other freshman that started as a point guard down Dunbar, and that was Sam Cassell. However, we gotta talk about Hamilton, because we gotta go to middle school ball. Like I told y'all, I tell Pooh all the time. On the boy with the fuck you and Pooh up.
Well, you gotta ask Arnold Boy that for itself. I heard somebody say that. You gotta ask Arnold Boy. At that time, we played at Hamilton. Hamilton started a basketball team. But did Arnold go to?
He went to Chicken Pen. We was on my. It was the same. And we won a championship too. However, we won a championship too. But my bad. Hold up. This dip. We won a championship too.
Right.
We won a championship too.
Right.
Our 8th grade year, Arnold averaged about 28, 29, 30. We hearing about y'all. Hamilton go undefeated. Fest averaging about 35 over there. And he supposed to be down at Easter tournament playing with Oliver. Arnold Boyd wanted all that bump. But we were sorry. We couldn't get that far. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only team I'm going to play for. Buggy Lee.
Talk about Buggy Lee. What was it? Give us a little inspiration. How he helped your game?
Bucky was the best coach. Bucky taught you the game, defense, in and out. I learned my skills basically from Bucky Lee. Bucky Lee really taught you the game, yo.
Now, let me ask you this: going into high school, what players that you look at going into high school?
Going into
high school, did you know you was gonna go to Dunbar out, or was there any other schools that you was looking at?
Honestly, I was gonna go when I was coming out of Hamilton. I was gonna go to a school, Episcopal.
Episcopal?
No, I was gonna go to Episcopal.
Wow.
But Paul Smith came and recruited me to Dunbar.
Wow. Do you remember that conversation?
When he came and recruited me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna stop. It was freshman year. You gonna play?
Now, you know what's floating around the internet right now? The Bitlow and Oliver game, right? So I'm not talking about the game, but I'm talking about you had Coach Wade, Bob Wade, one time, one of the godfathers of coaching here in Baltimore.
No,
he commentated. No, but he commentating on your game just before your freshman year, and he's saying, "Oh, he's going to be great. He's going to be a special player for Dunbar." And what I'm saying,
one thing I always learned: the same one that'll build you up be the one that'll take you down. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. Freshman year. We hear your name. It's ringing. You played St. Francis. Y'all played St. Francis. You beat a Southern team that was nationally ranked in the top 10 with Johnny Hensley.
Right.
Marlon Wise,
Johnny. Right down Dunbar.
Now, did you feel any type of pressure? Because listen, like I said before, it was only one player that started as a freshman on varsity down Dunbar, and that was Sam Cassell. Did you understand the magnitude of that at the time?
See, I didn't. That was the thing. I heard about Sam. Sam was the man. My player, my one I watch, Michael Lloyd, hands down. That's my number one player. That's why I wore 15.
Okay.
When I went to Dunbar.
That
was because Michael Lloyd. That's who I looked up to and watched. Michael Lloyd. I love his game. Michael Lloyd. And Kev Simpson was my guy.
Ooh, yeah, okay. So let me, because listen, I look at you. You're like one of the greats, right? And the names that you just now dropped was some greats. You know what I'm saying?
I took number 15 down Dunbar, Michael Lloyd.
If I could try to bring you back, your first game, what's the nerves like? Did you have your jitters? Did you have any jitters?
Nah, I was used to it. Going into it, Bucky had you prepared to going into high school, Bucky Lee.
Mm-hmm.
So I was playing. When I came out of Hamilton, I was going into camps before I went down Dunbar.
Okay.
So when I was already ready to go to Dunbar, I was already going to certain camps.
Talk to them, because they say you went to the NBA camp.
That was going into before I'm going into Dunbar. I think I took that year coming out of Hamilton. I went that summer. I went to NBA Nike camp.
Now people.
A lot of camps.
Now people, this is all American camp, and what I'm saying right now, like the guy was top 25. It was top 25, easy. Now, your freshman year, Southern's a ranked team. You got Lake is a powerhouse. Mike King over there. You got Southwestern, Reggie Johnson, Don Lloyd and them over there. Like, and you was in the midst of all that. Forest Park. Pool, what's the name over there at Forest Park? No, that's Northwestern. Cooking them was Northwestern. And Dante and them. That was Northwestern. Big Child in them. Right. You know, you had a, as far as a freshman.
Shout out to KB. Shout out to KB too.
Good guy. Now, y'all checked each other that freshman year. Let's get into it. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a little exclusive right now. We're gonna talk a little bit. Now, Tim Lyles, Fest, him and KB, they matched up early, right? And I know some of y'all don't want to hear this, but Fest got the best of him. And KB will tell you.
That's the matchup I remember coming up.
Yes.
I don't too much remember that LaFontaine Johnson matchup. The matchup I remember coming up, me and KB. Yeah, that's the matchup I remember. That's the matchup when you come into Lake Clifton for a rec, you couldn't sit down.
Now, see, like I tell Fest this. And this is another story that we're gonna get into because we're gonna peel this onion back slowly. But when you say Deion Sanders, y'all remember Deion Sanders when he was at Florida State? That's this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's this guy. And so the point that I'm trying to make, right? Like we play AAU and he gone away at camp, but we don't know that. We don't know that. As basketball players here in Baltimore, we don't know that. But he was the guy to go after. So KB, this one summer, we played AAU together. Kevin Braswell, Georgetown. We supposed to play AAU. Word of going around that Fest supposed to play. He's supposed to play with Oliver, but he didn't play. However, the game that they played his freshman year, KB during he going into his senior year, he still wanted to get back at Fest. And if I'm lying, Kev would say I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But he never got that opportunity. But my whole point of that saying is,
KB was my battle. That's how I looked at it. KB was older than me. KB was my battle. When it was time, I knew when it was time for me to play Cecil, I knew I was dealing with KB. So it was tight. And another player, D. Brown.
Yeah.
West Baltimore.
Yeah.
He had a game too. You had to come and bring your game against these two players.
Now listen, I'm gonna put you on a hot spot. I'm gonna put you on a hot seat real quick. Get the people your 5. Hey people, we just talking right here. Like this we having a conversation right now. So we're gonna get to the sophomore, junior year. We're gonna get to all that a little later. I want to know your top 5 in Baltimore.
Top 5. I give you top 2. I ain't gonna give you 5. Michael Lloyd, Cass Simpson.
Michael Lloyd, Cass Simpson. Okay. I just want to see what was the mentality. Who was Michael Lloyd was a bucket getter. McDowell was All-American. Ended up going to Syracuse, but I still question why he go to Syracuse. He seemed like his game was more touted for Arkansas. Then you go Kev Simpson. Kev Simpson was all world. You know what I'm saying? He was that close to the NBA.
I give Mark Carter. Mark Carter, man.
That's my favorite player all the time. And Mark Carter.
Mark Carter too.
Now Mark Carter was a whole bucket. a whole bucket, inside, outside. Went make that All-American. Went to Temple, you know. But come on, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. After your freshman year, we going into your sophomore year, right? So the conferences that you had at this time, me and Jamal transferred in. However, you and Jamal had some type of connection that was just.
You skipped over freshman year. You realize I was freshman year down there with Tommy.
You ain't want to talk. You ain't want to talk about it. I'm asking.
You can talk about it. I was freshman year down there with Tommy Pilot.
Not only you played in Charm City classes that I mentioned. When I was at Mervo, you came at Mervo. You and Tommy came at Mervo and beat us. Now, what the city want to know, right? Because at that time, you had Day Manigo at the time down there, pulled a bit touted to play point guard, and then you come in as a freshman point guard. How was that? Was there any static? Was there any animosity? How was that?
Nah, I ain't seen that. I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming in there playing. I didn't know what was going on, but I did know. In order for him to get the spot, he had to beat me for.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have had to battle in gym. But I played with Day all my life too. We played at Iowa. We all came from Iowa.
Right.
All of Tommy come from Iowa too. All of us come from Iowa.
Right.
Lucky Lee.
Yeah.
Lucky Lee. Shout out to Day.
Yeah. Shout out, and they doing big things.
Came down there. Whatever the plans was, it was done. I ain't gonna talk, but it was done. Day went to I think Day stayed down there for a year.
And then went to St. Francis.
St. Francis with Mark.
Right.
He went to St. Francis with Mark.
Now, can you tell the people about that experience at Charm City? Because now you underneath the lights at Charm City Classic.
When I play, I look at it. It's a game every day. This is something that I love to do. Only thing I done was play ball. So every game that I came, one thing I knew, my mentality was, you can say you good, mm-hmm. but you know what I can do. Mm-hmm. So to me, I knew I can look at a guy. Mm-hmm. He worried about who I am. Mm-hmm. So I knew I had you off break. Mm-hmm. It was teams that was making a boxing one. Who was the guy that said? No, I'm gonna bring this up. Who was the guy that said?
Rev Dunn from Lake Clifton.
Is he looking? Is he on?
Listen, Rev going. Bro going to listen. He gonna listen.
What did he say?
He said he made it hard for you. He said they had to run a boxing one. He was the one he was the gunner.
That's the difference right there. You made it hard. You had to run a boxing one. A boxing one is you follow Fest everywhere he goes. Don't worry about nobody else. That's a boxing one. You only supposed to follow Fest. Fest still had what he had when the whole team followed Fest. A boxing one means you play Fest. You don't care what nobody else get. Just make sure Fest don't score.
Okay.
That's a big difference right there. You had to go a boxing. A lot of teams did that against me.
Sure.
A lot of teams did that.
Sure. Now, let me ask you something, because you was a target, but we still in this freshman year, because I don't want to go to. Like I said, we're gonna peel this onion back. Now, y'all lost in the city championship the freshman year at Dunbar. Who y'all lose to?
I thought we beat Southern.
That wasn't for the city championship. Y'all did beat Southern though, but that wasn't for the city championship. I don't know who won, but we'll get back to that. We'll get.
I won my freshman year. I can't go ahead.
You won a state your freshman year. I want to say y'all won the states. With Tommy, y'all won the state. I want to say that. But I want to say y'all lost the city championship. Matter of fact, I'm wrong. I think y'all won the city championship.
Somebody else might have a little up and down. I can't do nothing.
I don't know, but I already know this Baltimore. So I already know y'all gonna correct me. His freshman year, right? Your freshman year. After your freshman year, what was you what do you remember with camps and things like that you was invited to? Nike camp.
All Nike camps at my freshman year. Yeah, I was doing all Nike camps.
Now, do you remember at this time now? All right, we had a shoe contract, right? But the shoe contract was really based off of his ass. It was really based off his ass. It was like we can go Lyles, Adidas, and Nike. Now, I'm a guy. I went to Nike camp 3 times, but my 10th grade, going into our 11th grade year, he got an invite to Adidas, and Jamal got an invite to Adidas. So Adidas was pumping, was pushing real hard. You know what I'm saying? But you end up choosing Nike.
Right.
End up choosing Nike.
We used to mess with Adidas, though. I used to play the Adidas. What was the guy's name that did something?
Joe Conley. Yeah, see,
what was that called?
That's something when we went to War in the Woods. This one we matched up against Zach Marbury and them. Zach Johnson, he ended up going to he ended up going to Ohio State. Drew Nichols ended up, he was the top shooter and on the East Coast. He went to Maryland. So let me tell you the story. You had LaFonte Johnson, Tim Lyles, and the backcourt together at this time. Yeah, they started. You had Jamal Brown, you had Sean Hampton, and Reggie Bryant. That was the 5. You hear that? Me and Z came off the bench. Now I'm gonna say this: they jumped out on our ass. Second half come, and he don't even remember this, but he started going off. Him and Tay started playing good together.
Yeah, that's one time.
He started.
That's the only time me and Tay ever played.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They gelled together. We beat them, right? Zach, at this time, we in high school. Zach Randolph, Stephon Marbury, brother. You know, Steph already in the league. Had the Range Rover. He get mad. He take off his uniform, throw it on the ground, jump in the Range Rover, and then skeet it out on us. But that game right there, because we was down about 15 or something. Y'all motherfuckers, God play. Baltimore City God play is that. And listen, let me say this to you, right? I'm gonna apologize to you right now on camera. And this is what I'm gonna say, because I felt like this. I used to think that you was ducking bumps and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking caps, man.
Yeah, I was thinking that you, and the shit that you, I'm looking at your stats. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you put that shit down.
I left Dunbar my junior year.
But he was top 25. He was top 25 at the sophomore year. Now, we're going to get into it a little later on, because I know y'all want to know. We're going to get into the sophomore year and the junior year. But like we said, we're going to peel this onion back slow. So until next time, coming to you live from Taz TV, holla.